Hey guys, and welcome back to my science kitchen. Yes, I'm in my kitchen, and I'm gonna do a little science experiment with you guys. We're gonna do some science eyes. Now, what we're gonna do is we are going to attempt to make a tornado. Now remember, a tornado does what? That's right, it goes around and around and around. It spins, twirls, spirals, just like we did in graphic practice. In. It makes that whole swirling motion, and it's wind that blows things around really fast. So we're gonna try to make a tornado and try to look and see what happens when those winds swirl around. Now we can't really make wind like a tornado. It's impossible because we are just not strong enough to make that type of wind. Also, we don't have the tools inside of our home to do so. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to recreate what it looks like. All right, we're gonna make it look like a tornado. Now, I'm gonna use some things, and if you have some of these things at home, feel free to grab them, use them, and follow along with me and try this at home, all right? So I have a jar, all right, so this is called a mason jar. Now you can use any jar, you can use a smaller one too, but I'm gonna use a big one so this way you guys can actually see what's going on. So I have my mason jar with a lid. I have some water, so I'm gonna use a measuring cup. That's our measuring cup full of water. And we're gonna fill up our mason jar with the water. This is dish soap. Yeah, see that dish soap? We're gonna use a little bit of soap because this is gonna help us see the actual tornado in action. And then we're gonna use something to try to blow around inside of our creation. So we're gonna use cinnamon. Cinnamon's kind of like a brown dirt. So we're gonna use some cinnamon to kind of recreate what it looks like when things like earth and dirt blow around when a tornado touches the ground. Now you guys can use glitter, you can use sand, you can use whatever you have in your home. If you have glitter, I don't have glitter, so I found that cinnamon was pretty cool. So I think cinnamon is gonna work for this, and let's go ahead and see if it does. Now, the first thing I need to do is I need to fill my jar with water, all right? So I'm gonna put my water in my jar. Now I wanna get it a little higher, so I'm gonna fill it up a little bit more. So I have my sink right here. That's why I'm in the kitchen, because this could be a little messy, okay? Put a little more water in. And we wanna get it to right below the top. So I'll put a little bit more. Ready? And that should be good, just like that. All right, so we're gonna fill it up. Just about there. Perfect. All right, so we'll put our little measuring cup aside because we don't need that anymore. So now my jar is filled with some water. See, it's almost to the top, but not all the way. Now I'm gonna take some of this. This is the dish soap. Now what's gonna happen when we shake soap up? Yeah, it gets sudsy, right? It makes little bubbles and it'll foam up and get white. I'm only gonna put a little bit because I don't want it to get too foamy. If it gets too foamy, we're not gonna be able to see anything. It's gonna be all soapy. So I'm just gonna do one squirt. Ready? Count with me, ready? One, that's it. Good, all right. So I'm gonna put this to the side now. Put it in my sink. All right, so you can't see the soap in there because it's clear. Now when we shake it up, what's gonna happen? Yeah, it's gonna get a little sudsy. We'll see that, all right? So there we go. And now I'm gonna take my cinnamon. I'm just gonna sprinkle maybe a couple little shakes of this on top of my water soap mixture here. So I'm gonna open this up. Remember, you can use glitter at home. If you have glitter, you can do that. I'm gonna use the cinnamon. So ready? All right, just a little bit. Close it up. Done with that, put that to the side. All right, so now I'm gonna take you here and see what it looks like at the top. The cinnamon is floating, it's not sinking. Now cinnamon is lighter than the actual water and soap, so it's going to stay floating on top. But what happens when I shake it? It's gonna mix up. It's gonna mix up, and we're gonna try to make a swirling flow so you can see what happens in a real tornado when it's blowing around. And then we're gonna look underneath, because underneath we should see a spiral and we should see a little funnel, okay? Now I'm gonna put the lid on tight. Make sure this is tight. We don't want any of this coming out, okay? Nice and tight, so maybe you get your mom or dad to really tighten it up for you, all right? And this is now gonna be a little heavy, right? I mean, as we have water and all this stuff in here, it's gonna be a little heavy. Now you see some of it mixing together. Now I'm gonna give it a big shake. All right, I'm gonna shake it and swirl it, okay? Now, after I shake it and swirl it, I'm gonna try to get you to see what's going on inside. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. swirl it. Oh, the suds are forming. Let's see. Whoa. Look at all that cinnamon floating around in there. You see it? It's swirling and spiraling. It's floating around. The suds are at the top, and now the suds are keeping the water moving inside. See how it's all blowing around? You can see the little grains of cinnamon actually spiraling around. And this is what a tornado looks like. Spiraling wind. It picks up dirt from the ground, and it'll just keep spiraling around and around. Wow, look at that. All right, now I'm gonna shake it again. I'm gonna show you underneath, okay? So you're gonna go upside down real fast, all right? Here we go. You're gonna look at my ceiling. Whoa, hey guys. All right, so I'm up here now, right? Now I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna shake it, swirl it. And I want you to look underneath the glass, okay? So I'm gonna show you the bottom. I'm gonna show you down here, okay? Ready? I'm gonna shake it. Swirl it, make circles, and let's see if we see the funnel cloud of the twister. You see it? Oh, there it is. See, it's swirling around. You can see it's going. Oh yeah, there it is. See how it's swirling around? You can see there's a center right there, and it's swirling around the center of the funnel. One more time. Here we go. Ready? Here we go again. There it is. Everything's swirling around. Look at that. So a real tornado blows wind like this. Now this is water, but if you notice, everything's just kind of flying around in there. When a real tornado starts blowing things around, this is what happens. It's pretty extreme. Pretty cool, right? And now when the tornado stops, it all starts to settle back down. One more time. There it is. There's the tornado. Swirling around again. Oh, wow. Pretty cool. Kind of get to see how crazy the winds are in a twister like this. And then it slows down and it settles back down. Because eventually a tornado does end. It doesn't live forever. It only lasts for a couple seconds, a couple minutes. And then everything settles back down. All right, so there you have it. I did a great job of making our homemade tornado. Now, you don't need much. You just need your jar, a lid, water, a little bit of dish soap, and then use some cinnamon or glitter. Glitter doesn't dissolve in the water, so it won't go away. Cinnamon doesn't either. You see it's all at the bottom? There it goes. Swirl away, guys. Have fun. Enjoy.